and we might have to put up a Twitter poll on Carson Wentz's new nickname because earlier I said the Ginger Ninja, right? Right. He puts up one that says Copper Mayo.
Copper Mayo.
Copper Mayo, I love it. That is awesome. But speaking of Twitter, my man Mike, our social media coordinator over there, has some Twitter questions for those that didn't call in that want to go ahead and just put it out to the parents.
E-Rock, I fucks with you.
I'm get old.
Fucks with you on Twitter.
All right, so why don't you go ahead and give out the first Twitter question?
All right, our first Twitter question is from Eagles Intel, at Eagles Intel. He says, does the Sammy trade equal successful now, or who or what becomes of the first-round pick? Was Rowe getting cut regardless after that trade?
That's a loaded question. Let's start with the first one.
For ADHD over here.
Does the Sam Bradford trade now become a success? When you're able to, in 1 year, take a guy like Sam Bradford, who giving up a second-round pick and Nick Foles almost seemed like way too much in the beginning, then able to flip him for a first-round pick, in essence, what you basically did is you took Shady and Kiko. Shady for Kiko. Kiko and Maxwell moved up, right? Moved up to 8, then with a package giving up a future first-round pick, got up and got Wentz, and now you just replenished it by using Sam Bradford, getting more of a return on Sam Bradford than you gave up. So absolutely, I think it's a successful endeavor.
And now it's a free roll of the dice with Wentz.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, actually. All right, we actually have another question from at Brady for Philly 13. Yes. How many touchdowns and passing/rushing yards do you think Carson Wentz will have, and how many games do you think he'll play in?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I like that
question.
That's
a loaded question.
It is a loaded question, but I like that question.
Games that he's going to play in, he's really tough. What he showed. I was like, what is that? Anyway, if he can stay healthy and isn't too fragile, I think he's going to play most of our games. Maybe not 2 of them.
But people on Twitter are also saying that he's injury prone, and I don't completely agree with that.
I don't. But if you look at his college record, it's a little different. He's in a small school.
He broke his wrist.
Correct. Yeah.
And now he has the broken rib.
But I have to admit, he did get beaten in that preseason game.
We all were there.
We were
the
there.
Whole crowd
freaked. We were.
I
he
heard
was getting
it.
destroyed that game.
He was a little reckless. Yeah. A little reckless.
What do you mean he was a little reckless?
Running around. First preseason game.
He was hype. Imagine.
I dig it.
Everybody's giving
I dig it. I dig the recklessness.
Our O-line needs to protect them. But
hey, you're the franchise now.
I would say. How many passing and rushing yards do you think he'll have this season?
That's a tough one.
That's a Gale question.
Yeah, it is. Maybe.
Well, you put me on the spot. 20 touchdowns to maybe
the one thing he's going to bring to the
14 interceptions
to the offense is I think he's going to be good. I mean, if you look back at Russell Wilson's rookie stats, in the beginning, now all of a sudden the offense becomes more dynamic. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he's pushing 350, 400 yards rushing on the ground.
And he can run. We saw him out there running.
Yeah.
Remember, we watched him. We were like, look at him go.
But he said 20 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's going to throw his picks. You know that.
I was thinking he might throw a little bit more picks.
That's okay.
Okay.
Mike, next question up.
All right, got another question from The Real JJ Watt, at The Real JJ Watt. He says, could Ryan Matthews be the real unsung hero of this team if he's healthy?
No.
I don't know.
I love him, but no.
If he stays, listen, you got to have at least some semblance of a run game. These wide receivers aren't good enough to blow the top off of a defense when the safeties are back too deep. All right, so you need in some way, some form, whether it's Carson running the ball, the threat of Carson running the ball, or running back, Sproles ain't going to do it. So if we're going to have a running attack that allows the defense to kind of keep them guessing, Ryan Matthews has got to be it.
Yeah, he's got to be the hero. You got to surround Carson Wentz with a running. He's got to be that guy.
But the offensive line is still a question mark. We don't know about Lane. We still don't know about Lane.
We don't know about Lane, but
I think it's he'll be fine.
We question Jason Peters' health alone. If he's gone and if Lane is gone,
then we're kind of screwed.
We're in trouble.
Y'all are so negative.
It's just being, I'm being
the other way.
We're Philadelphia fans. Come on now.
Can't help ourselves.
Ryan Matthews has to be OG for the season to be successful.
He does.
He's got to spend at least one season healthy, and this has got to be it, because I don't think he's going to be back next year.
No.
It might be it.
I hope
Because we're going to draft a running back in the first round? Is that what you're saying?
It might be.
No. We're going this far already. The season didn't even start yet.
Yeah?
All right, Mike, what else you got?
All right, we got another question from @MacAttacks. He says, is Michael Kendrick still starter worthy?
No, I don't think so. He's always getting hurt.
Starter worthy? I mean, he just has a tear in his vagina.
Oh my God.
He hasn't played the way he used to.
No, I got love for Kendrick. He's got the tissue injuries.
Somebody had a great tweet and said, watching Mike Kendricks try to make a tackle is like watching him try to chase for like fireflies or something like that. That was an excellent tweet.
Dude is an athlete. He gets side to side
He is.
like nobody's business. It's just a matter of like overrunning plays.
I can't drop names, but I heard there's some stuff going on in the locker room too with Kendrick.
But at least he can brag to his grandchildren that Rihanna sweated him.
That's true.
That's true.
That
But Drake went and got him.
I wouldn't have no shame.
Highlight bling.
No shame.
Well, that's it for the Twitter questions, Mike. We thank you. And again, where can they follow the show? Where can they find us at?
@4th and Jawn, @4th and Jawn. No spaces, just @4th and Jawn on Twitter. Just ask away for the next episodes coming every week on Tuesday at 8 p.m.
And Gail, where are we going to be at on where can they find the link to this show?
Link to the show.
Oh yeah,
On the
I on the website on iTunes, right?
We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. We are on Stitcher.
But you can also go to fourthandjawn.com and find all that information there. There's also going to be video. My man Evan right now behind the camera. There's also going to be video. Before we get on out of here, let's just touch quickly on the tailgate. All right.
Oh yeah.
Because this is a big thing with the Emanuel family. All right. This is a big deal to me. Because we have been doing this since Veterans Stadium, and the tailgates have been growing.
And they do it right. They do it right.
Yes, we do. God damn it, we do it right.
Is your dad gonna be drumming?
First of all, Pops is on the drum line. So he always makes sure he comes through the parking lot with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Front row seats.
Front row seats for the drum line. But also this year we upgraded, right? Got a little bit of an upgrade.
Big upgrade.
The tailgate trailer. All right, we got.
I thought you were talking pork roll.
No, dude. The first time last year was the first time he ever had pork roll, and the second tailgate he came to. He's like, "Yo, can I get one of those pork hole sandwiches?
Oh,
can I get some pork hole?"
I was like,
so my mother to this day calls him pork hole. Yeah. She's like, "Hey, it's always having a pig. Hey, is pork hole going to the game?"
They eat pig anus sandwiches. Like, these guys are weird. But it's delicious.
I love it. We get there bright and early. We set up in parking lot F1. For those of you that don't know where it is, you can either go online and find a map, or it's the parking lot literally between Xfinity Live and Lincoln Financial Field, all right? You're not going to miss us because this flag that I'll take a picture of that's hanging behind me, this is going to be flying high. All right, so all you got to do is go find F1 and then look for the 4th and Jawn flag. Come over, have some beers on us.
Will there be music?
There will be music. In fact,
DJ over here.
Well, DJ.
Setting you up for that one.
Spinning.
There we go. But because we got the tailgate trailer now, we can bring all that shit down. For preliminary numbers, it's going to be massive. We should be charging an entrance fee at this point. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't experienced game days,
do it.
Down at Lincoln Financial Field.
This is the time.
Whether you have a ticket or not, we encourage you to come down and hang out with us. One more thing before we head on out of here, too. We got a little prize giveaway, right? Right, Gail?
Do we?
He's looking at me like, do we? Absolutely.
Do we have prizes?
You know how I was giving away like the autographs and stuff like that on my personal Twitter page? Well, we're moving that over to 4th and Jawn. So follow @4th and Jawn. This week we're going to be giving away, I think, a little retweet contest. The Fletcher Cox and McKelvin signed 8x10.